How's it going, guys? It's your boy Jurel, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience with chronic pain and also the approaches and strategies that I implemented in my life in order for me to effectively manage the pain and also aim towards healing, and also a bit of my healing progress, my boy. So let's get it started. Before I start this video, for those of you who are watching and are experiencing chronic pain, I'd just like to say to you guys that you guys are tough, bro. I don't care if no one ever says it to you guys, but I'll say it to you guys, bro. You are tough, because like, hey man, life is hard in itself, but chronic pain makes it even harder, boy. And yeah, you gotta be mentally and physically prepared, because you never know when the pain will come. And yeah, and usually it's not only you feel pain, but there's also the negative emotions that come with it, like despair, like feeling restricted, feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of yeah, just overthinking, a lot of catastrophizing. Like there's a lot, man. There's a lot, and yeah, the fact that you're still here, watching this video, man, it shows that you're tough, man. And yeah, bro, I hope you guys can enjoy this video and learn something from it. So yeah, let's get it started. Let's just start by me sharing you guys like a brief background about my pain. So right now, what I'm experiencing is wrist chronic pain. I have pain on my TFCC, which is this area, and also on my thumb area, the Quarvain area. And it started 6 years ago when I was in high school. I fell down and I felt pain, but then despite that, I kept on using my wrist for a lot of activities, and I kept on using it because my mindset back then was just that it was no pain, no gain, my boy. And yeah, I kept on using it, and to the point that it was really bad that I needed to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor, did a scan, and it showed that I had a inflammation on my TFCC, and the cartilage was torn. And because of that, my doctor recommended me to just do this rehabilitation program, this physio. I did the rehabilitation program, but it didn't really help. So I went to other physio, and another physio, and another physio. I went in total to 4 physios, and none of them actually helped me, or even made it worse. So at the end, I decided to just gave up on going to physios, because like I wasted a lot of money, and I wasted a lot of time and effort. And at the end, it didn't really do anything or even made it worse. So I decided to, throughout my high school, I decided to just manage my pain by myself and survive high school by my own, by myself. And I did that by trying to limit the amount of activities that I was doing. Like, I tried to keep my activities, daily activities, to the essential, like hygienic stuff, like brushing my teeth, washing my butthole, changing my bed, and also like studying. It's like all those important activities that I needed to do. And usually after doing those activities, I usually finish the day by lying in bed in pain when the day went bad, or if I'm lucky, without any pain. Because like if I continue using my wrist, I'll evoke more pain, and there'll be a disaster for me. Because yeah, you gotta be wise and efficient in how you use your wrist. So hey man, I went throughout high school like that, and I don't know why, but thank God I got into the university that I wanted to. And yeah man, at uni, fast forward to uni, I was shocked by the amount of workload that I needed to do. Like, but then I kept on using my wrist. I don't know why. I kept on pushing, kept on using my wrist for uni, for volunteering, whatever, to the point that at the end of the semester, even though I got the results, the marks that I wanted to get, but my body and my mental health probably was really bad, was destroyed, like actually really bad, like. And hey man, I was like mentally and physically, I was burnt out. And because of that, I was just like, hey man, I gotta do something about this. And I decided to go to the doctor because like in my mind it's like I can't live like this anymore, like feeling very, very restricted, and you know the pain, messing with my head. I can't, and like so I went to the doctor and asked for just last like this for a solution, and the doctor recommended me to get a surgery because the rehabilitation programs from a lot of physios didn't work, so probably the last resort would be surgery. So I was like, why not, bro? I was really desperate, and the doctor said that after the surgery you need to do this 6 months rehabilitation program, and after that you'll get back to normal. And I was like, hey man, let's go. So I decided to get a surgery, and then the surgery went well, and the rehabilitation program went well too. But towards the end of the rehabilitation program, the pain got even worse than I was experiencing before the surgery. It's like, so I was just like so frustrated because like before I could type for like 20 minutes at least, but now I could only use the computer for 8 minutes and couldn't even lift my water bottle, like 2.5 kg. I couldn't lift more than 2.5 kg, and because of that I decided to started to stay in my boy. Mentally too, like especially at that time I was also experiencing other personal issues, and I was so stressed out. Like if you want to see how stressed out I was, you can see my acne, my boy. If you're eating, maybe skip this. If you're not eating, here you go. I'm not trying to like make fun of people with acne. It's just to show you guys how stressed out I was. Because like it's the acne, the amount of acne that you have correlates to the amount of stress that you're experiencing sometimes. And yeah, man, it's just to show you guys. And yeah, man, I was in a lot of I was filled with a lot of resentment, a lot of anxiety, or depression, despair, and self-pity. Feel bad for myself. If you feel bad for yourself, do something about it, my boy. Do something about it. That's like the voices in my head. Like I don't know. By God's grace, I decided to just do something about it, my boy, and got up on my feet and tried to just figure out like what's wrong, what went wrong. So I went to my specialist again, did an MRI, and then asked a lot of questions, and also did my independent research on pain, because why am I still feeling pain? So I read a lot of books and a lot of articles in regards to pain, and I stumbled across this concept called chronic pain, and I was like, oh, alright. And it was a breakthrough for me because I finally understand that pain is not always caused by physical or structural abnormality on the body, or like some sort of injury. That's not always solely caused by that. There are also a lot of factors that contributes to the pain that you're experiencing and the intensity of the pain. And like because of that, I decided to go to a psychologist. It was my school psychologist because I was broke AF. It's really cheap, $15 a session. And I went there, did a few sessions discussing about my experience and stuff like that, and we finally came to the conclusion that I have chronic pain. And hey man, my psychologist, she was really nice. She gave me strategies on how to deal with chronic pain. Firstly, by understanding the nature of the pain, and after that, giving me those activities that I need to do and implement in my life. And until now, I'm still implementing the activities. And amen, the progress has been good, even though it's not like very smooth progress, but it was like more like, but it's still a progress. And amen. Like before I could only type for 8 minutes, right? Now I can type for 1 hour 25 minutes probably. And also before I couldn't even lift my 0.5 kg. I can lift my own body, my boy. I weighed like 80 kilograms, and now I can lift up. I can do pull-ups for 10 times. So, amen. Here you go if you want to improve. but yeah, first, like, moving on, I just want to share with you guys the tips and tricks that, or like the strategies that I found really really helpful, that I learned from my psychologist. So first strategy is this thing called activity pacing. My boy, activity pacing. So what you need to do is that the first week you gotta firstly you gotta write the activities that you're gonna do daily. So for example, driving. I'm gonna drive every day, alright? Then like using your computer, because I'm gonna use my computer every day for uni, and also walking because I gotta do a bit of exercise. So you write down the activities, and you write down this time for each activities that you're gonna spend each day, and the time, the way you select the times, that it's the time that you can do the maximum amount of time that you can do the activity without the pay. So if you do, for example, for me, if I drive more than 20 minutes, I'll feel pain. So 20 minutes is the sweet spot. So I write that down, and for a week I'll try to do it consistently every day, and until you get comfortable, you can add those times. But for me, I add it every single week. So for me, I drive 20 minutes for a week, and then second week I added till 27.5 minutes or whatever this is, I can't say it. And after that you just add it again. So you gradually add it in. So you do this activities, and once you feel comfortable with the time, you add it. Once you feel comfortable with time, you add it again. So that's how you do it. And yeah man, like if you see my progress has been good. And the second thing is this thing called for and against table. For and against table. And what it is that firstly, when you're experiencing pain, right, sometimes you tend to feel pain, and it's accompanied with those negative emotions like despair and anxiety and catastrophizing thoughts. You catastrophize a lot. So for example, I feel pain, right, and then like I say to myself, oh, I feel pain, I must have injured something, I must have done something wrong, and oh man, I'm gonna heal like 3 months, like, you know, over the catastrophizing. And oh no, I'm not gonna do anything well, because like I'm gonna be in pain, and it's gonna be hard for me to go to work, and man, like what can I do, like what can I do well, like I feel so worthless. And then oh man, what's the point of life? it can go very very dark with this one. So but then you gotta write it down, you gotta like see it, my boy. You gotta face it, you gotta see. Sometimes it's irrational AF, and so what you need to do is just write it down, and just write the four, like a for and against table. So the for one is the evidence that you can think that supports this thought. But then most importantly, you gotta also write the against. The against is the evidences that support against the thought, the negative thoughts. So it's to fight off the negative thoughts. So for example, like when I felt the pain, I wrote down like, oh, probably the pain is caused by muscle soreness. Or I can still lift adequately heavy amount of weight, so probably nothing that too serious about it. And yeah man, so just write down the thing that support against the catastrophizing thoughts. And at the end of these activities, you realize that, you know, you're catastrophizing, and you will have a more healthy and balanced view of the pain, and calm down a bit in a way. So yeah man, that is the two main strategies that really helped me, and I hope it can help you guys. And yeah, there are other strategies that I use, but due to the time restriction on YouTube, I couldn't show you guys. But anyway, hopefully you guys can enjoyed this video. And yeah man, like if you guys have any questions or want to know more about my experience and the strategies, feel free to just leave a comment or just message me in the link in the description below. And yeah, peace.